Really now? Or you could sit back and watch. I'm kidding.
Leave it to me.
The truth of life and death The sanctuary is but a vision.
You know nothing of the weight. Be survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
No interest in conflict. Rules are made to be broken.
I have something for you. You won't get away.
Fighting is meaningless. Let's go.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. Anyway, never mind. This is new. Might yet. Oh? Let me... Sure, go ahead. The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. As the Sage of the Veneration, if we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talantum, nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Newsporists primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer. But Anaxa often says that, perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. It's a ship. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia. Other than books written by the 7 schools, we've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. Nice? Whew. There are too many... I can already see what they must have written. Why else would they call him the Great Performer? Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before, though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. The first allegation was... Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Needless to say, you claim to be studying souls, yet you are Anaxa always wears an eye patch. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kefali. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. It was only after a brief silence that he answered. Yes, by the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the Grove. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab. It's a well-kept secret. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia with the Grove in the state. I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. This is the place. Materials for alchemical No. Huh? What's going... It wouldn't have been so... now... Danny? My biggest fear, Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation. Yes, this is... Do you remember? That's right. Put yourself in his shoes. Exactly. No. The manuscript... Like... what? No. He's after Kefali.
Sir, this sky above us...
Of course not. The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. Much like how the sky above the holy city is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
So...
You mustn't conclude that enough. Often people know more than they let on.
And they're just deluding themselves. We have already realized...
So much time and why? As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. But above all else...
But I can't, sir.
You're right. Go. Find out what we are.
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions.
If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness. I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxian. They call me a blasphemer, as I see it.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave.
The source of life is what I wished, thanks to you. I've had the chance to personally verify. How then?
And by the sound of it...
No.
Professor Anaxa. I'm here.
Of course. However...
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might...
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan.
I see.
Indulge me.
Before I begin, as unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, the reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, that's not all.
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event.
Because that wasn't you.
Calypso.
And sure.
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head. The living cannot step foot into that world. The answer is evident. Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. Does this answer disappoint you?
Even on the...
But it matters not.
You...
Humans cannot return from the dead. But if I'm reborn as Kefali,
I have news from Hyacinth and Dunhug.
Kefali?
That is not possible. He is indeed... No need for guilt. What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kynus is up to, being Akima's political center till then.
Preposterous! It's been a while. What is that supposed to mean?
It has indeed been some time, Lord.
Shh! Keep it down. Be more vigilant. I've already ordered my people to hold them back.
My bad.
Did you hear thunderclaps last night? Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife.
Watch out. I guessed as much.
I figured this is something you would want to know.
You have my gratitude.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. Those lackeys she keeps undercover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days.
That's her. We should get back.
Kefali's divine body is from here.
No interest
We know nothing of the weight behind survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
You won't get away. Perhaps you still do. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I am no exception.
Let the truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Time for an overhaul.
Fighting is meaningless.
Let's make it quick. It's still early.
divine body is not
They're here.
Oh, Titan!
By Catherly into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Aglaya!
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden thread.
What?
It is no longer... This has come a lot sooner than I expected.
Yes, this is...
It is far easier for the council. There is no glory.
I appreciate what...
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal?
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness.
Please.
Let the three titans of calamity be born, and Erechrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those titans. Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on ours. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorus, Idonia's goddess of... With the help of these 2 heroes,
Aren't they Chrysos' heir?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaia isn't fit to speak on behalf of every...
Erechrysia! Erechrysia!
Castorus? Why are you...
You finally...
Don't worry, Aglaia. Tell me, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's
The answer...
He's one of the 7 sages!
Your proposal is much too idealistic.
Remember what I previously said? Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that...
Oh? Citizens...
After the destruction of the 3 titans of calamity...
Erechrysia! Yes!
This is bad.
Anaxa?
Thank you, Lady... For Castorus!
With that, thereafter, if...
With the balance shattered, Akama has chosen her destiny.
Aglaia, dear Aglaia.
Wag your tongue as much as you like.
Well...
My apologies,
In that case...
In actuality, a past...
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey.
Anaxa?
Yes,
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl. It was a seaside town which enjoyed until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. It barged into the tall tower, and the queen assembled 300 warriors. It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived. Through the princess was reborn. Worse still, the terrifying death had consumed all.
Until? So, and yet...
A miracle that I created with alchemy.
Oh, my goodness.
Quiet Titan.
Dragon, huh?
In that case...
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations.
Indeed.
Therefore...
A fable, you say?
I guess it might be the concept of...
Oh?
No.
Indeed. Of course.
If I would you...
What?
Oh?
Death is inevitable if such a mighty power really exists after all. My time.
You shall wither. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. How absurd. What should we do?
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end...
That's right.
Trial... But these...
Amphorius' history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. I have long held 3 hypotheses about
Calypso and this warrior.
Regarding this matter, Nias...
Of course.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes. This...
Completely separating...
Please.
I do not understand.
Because this is our death furthermore. Let's chat, young lady, since there's still time.
Of course. As the embodiment of Nikador's
If so...
Polixia.
If this is true...
But before that... Lord Nice is on...
Incredible.
Nikador's courage is a...
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos even to... Sealed within this statue.
They use their own...
Honor.
And finally...
Cheer up, young lady.
All farewells in this world. Although only a sliver of your soul remains.
To be honest, I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
And now I have
But when you depart, separation and death are two sides of the same coin.
Finally, the first time I returned from the battlefield, the calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield, but it was late into the night. It was a crazed scoff. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To my surprise.
Now please, go away.
Are you trying to say that...
That's exactly what life is, and death is. But a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Therefore, young lady...
The embodiment of strife, telling me about the majesty of the world.
It is time for me to knock on death's door. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
I knew this day would...
Polixia, I'm here. What?
This is quite...
Is this... Is it... Now, it's time. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That...
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends...
Even if it was... Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was the one who wasted you.
I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, it was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of... Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life.
How could my memories of you...
Well then, what exactly are we? I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
If I impart you use it to resurrect someone you love?
Death, if such am I even now. This is why, in the prophesized new world, go now. Which I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm, and grant you a second, remember, as for the price of our equivalent exchange.
Everybody, I'm certain of this now. Just like the flame chase journey of today. I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
Besides...
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? In our world...
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos.
Take this.
This is...
the new Sporist masterpiece. Remember? Think about the story of the dragon.
You still...
Simple. However, actions speak louder than words, Castorin.
I've already searched for so, but before I...
That was the world. If we are to prove its existence...
I understand.
Hey,
don't get antsy. As a scholar.
If so...
Why not? Now I'm merely forsaking my body.
Why?
This.
Can...
No. It means that I can actually ascend to godhood.
That's...
Lady Aglaya, you know that the core Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with kindness, but I know this runs counter to your wishes. Honestly, the Titan could be very near.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. A world without...
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours... Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, I
have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Styxia. Go. Castoris.
I hate to put it... If Styxia...
The answer is quite simple. In the myths. And if they could do that, I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow.
I saw...
If it's just... for a wise one.
He is panicked by the flow of...
Is this...
Welcome to the Twilight Courtyard.
Really? Well, I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Only 30. Really? Oh, you're right. Cat? Lady Treeby. Is something troubling? No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once, Is that a figure? Lady Treeby, I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely... Cass, we are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced. Isn't it a little... But you already know there's no need to rely on any because we embrace others to comfort them. Thank you. This feeling. And go do it, Katrian. So... It's me. I hope I didn't. Huh? I'm here because if it isn't too much to ask, it isn't a long way from here. Have you heard?
Faith can dispel the black eye.
The streets are packed.
I want to
take your ceramics.
The Count.
The Titans are just.
Oh, please.
And I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales.
That was... To this day, this peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times. Before coming here, but back in those days, I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own. I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives. Is that how you see it? No matter how kind or cruel they may, taking away someone's life is never. Their voices.
Ah, but you must respect.
No matter the titles.
This won't be death, is the Then let in Idonia. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. But should the executioner have any hesitation, every executioner after Dracon is to hone their sword skills every day. Pain. You misunderstand. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's Go. Walk.
Please!
May you gain some... No. This is just the beginning of your life as...
You executioner!
Holy maiden! Go.
Thank you.
Do it then, executioner. I curse you to live in eternal pain.
When will this ever end?
Come.
What are you trying?
The final resting.
You're not that old.
No, no. For I have come to... Child. I've always known. Indeed. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your finger.
It doesn't matter how...
I've taught you. In the eyes of an Idonian, you can only live your life to the fullest. And when you
No!
Come now. Show me that... Come now.
Be careful.
It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become one.
Emerge from your cocoon.
You won't get away.
May death protect us!
Rules are made to be broken.
This was the executioner, Elder Amunet. I have nothing. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the It was a long... It seems the most... How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of human? And why do they... I continued my travels to seek an answer. What can I make anything?
I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you, just let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need it. I don't...
I hate these icy hands.
Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace. Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Is that you, Castoris? All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold. But Big Sister Castoris, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
lands like these really be warm? On the day that Oryx's trial ended, I felt just as confused. I wished I could take action, even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, but that your soul no longer. And did I really think this time would be any different? Having walked such a long road, anything I would from that moment on. But now, long ago, I found no surprise in it. Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells, and yet, I have no reason. Not for your sake. With that, I won't. Let's put that aside for the moment. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. No, it isn't. Look, it's right there. Huh? Where did it... What's going on? This is the coin of It's a lady's so many years have... Let's just do as the slate says, and look for... Look, it's right there.
There seems to be a new show at the Bat Store.
We must pursue her. Huh? This is a trick. This is how it should be. We must pursue her. Lady Cypher, please come on out. Sit down now. Name your price.
Why don't you two come over to my place?
Piece of cake.
All right, I'll see it. Everyone cool with me collecting?
She's...
It's still early. Where to now?
Every corner of Akuma has something beautiful to see.
It's about time you do some exercise.
Does it really work?
Here we are.
Over here! Over here! No, not that way! Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never. So relax, you two. No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow. No way. Loosen up, buddy.
Give me the jewelry piece first.
Oh, come now. Look. Isn't the view here just great now that we've broken the ice? 1. This 2. And last, but I'm telling you that I'm not. Don't go look for the Death Titan. Wow. This is some high quality stuff, and this room is full of it.
Some of it is family fortune.
Wow. Well, spill.
Payment for doing work.
Did you forget my stance to all this?
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely, but...
You know, give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian. The divine power of passages is run.
Oh, I get it now.
This is Castorus's own. She's also, as will you, Cypher.
Don't be so sure. She can always turn back before the end, you know. Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit? And we make a bet.
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back.
You sound like you have all the confidence in that case.
In conclusion, I want to win. What do you think?
I decline.
Oh?
I can't go into the details.
Princess, homebuddy, but did you ever live for your own pleasure?
What are you
I'm saying,
the flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifice.
Fine, but listen to me. Yet, I've never been there. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia.
Me too. I have lived a longer life than most people.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life? Well, don't mind. Okay. Here! A minor change in plan.
So, why?
Oh. Well, now it's gonna be a long...